So,
What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark.
well, how do I put this? Well, how do I put this?
Moments of calm,
Sorry.
nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me. That's where I found.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
It's telling what
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for two phones, yours and his.
apples masquerade.
I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigate. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word.
Please don't take off.
That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. It may not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too. Though there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan. Want me to explain how it all went down? It might take a bit.
There's nothing inside.
Well, since the rest of us didn't get captured, we had to act. We had to pretend we never wanted you to get arrested. Pretend the suicide news was a real shock. Basically, we had to act like we didn't know anything, 24/7.
I'm a sharpshooter.
The enemy knows who we are, so we couldn't let our guard down even once while you were gone. If they had people watching us and realized what our plan was, they would have killed you immediately. Want to hear more? Another tough part was figuring out how to get Sai Nijima and Akechi back from the metaverse. In order to return to reality, you have to go back to the point where you came into the metaverse. So, Sai and Akechi had to go through where the nav was activated. As in, Akechi would just come back the same way after the assassination. The real issue was Sai Nijima. We needed to stop her for a moment before she headed back toward the interrogation room. But nothing can be sent to a phone inside a palace. So, I had to program the messages in beforehand. In doing so, I made it seem like the messages were coming at that exact moment in time. That part was kinda last minute, so I had to pull an all-nighter trying to get it set up. I'm really on a roll here. Wanna hear some more? Let me see. Another problematic thing was... Oh yeah, tying Akechi up. That was really tough. I obviously don't mean the real Akechi. Even if we could do that, it would ruin our plan.
Where have you been?
The one we had to tie up was Sai Nijima's cognitive Akechi.
Confessing while alone.
This part's really complicated. I know you're tired.
Without a sign.
Well, we needed to lure Akechi into Sai Nijima's palace and have him kill the cognitive version.
Question to be asked. Where have I been?
But Akechi would have entered the palace immediately after meeting Sai Nijima in the hallway, right? Because of that, there was a pretty decent chance he'd run into the cognitive Akechi.
Free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter.
And if that happened, Akechi would have totally realized we'd lured him into the palace.
Please don't take off my mask.
Nobody actually even thought of this possibility until the night before the assassination. Makoto realized in the middle of the night, then it was a huge mess trying to figure out what to do. In the end, we chose to sneak into the metaverse while the plan was happening to tie up the cognition. Because you told Sae to show him the phone, we expected her to chat with him for at least a bit. So, we had a few minutes to strike after the cognitive Akechi showed up, but before the nav act, it was Operation Tie Him Up. Though it wasn't really much of an operation. Thankfully, Sai Nijima didn't know his true nature, so the one that appeared was an ordinary kid. It was pretty simple surrounding him, knocking him out, and tossing him on another floor. But man, watching Makoto's skill was super amazing. I guess she does use Knuckles as her weapon. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, appreciate what everyone else did. I just can't help but rant when I'm talking about stuff that interests me. Sorry about that. Just focus on resting up. You don't have to worry about anything else. And seriously, well done. Oh, you want to hear it again? What? That's no fun.
He's tired. You can tell him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back then.
I can't tell you how to sim.
Guess he won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before. When you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting... Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society, especially after it turned out those phantom thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
Cut that out!